Hello everyone, another indoor video for you today. Right, so I recently got a package it was actually a while ago now. This has taken me some time to get round to doing, but I bought 3 second-hand old battered knives. The first of which was a Finman puukkos, quite common here in Finland. Yeah, it was just dull. So, little sharpening job, nothing much. But there was also this small puukkos, which was a little bit more challenging, and also a really old Martini links. So they've been making these since the 1930s. This isn't that old, but the fact that it's got a rhombic grind, as in it tapers towards the spine as well as towards the cutting edge, so it's rhombic in the blade cross section. That makes it pretty old. Anyway, these two knives, when I got them, were in pretty poor condition, so I'm going to show you what I've done to them. Starting with the Martini, and yeah, look at that chip in the handle. The varnish is all scuffed and worn off. That happens with these Martini knives. Blade has got paint on there and quite scuffed also. But yeah, the sheath is also not in great condition. Wood glue and sawdust mixed into a putty. So I've used that to fill the hole. When I've had darker coloured woods, I've actually added pine tar into the mixture. So yeah, after quite a lot of sanding, also sanding the rest of the varnish off, it's nearly invisible. My main worry at this point was once I put oil on it, it's not going to soak into the filler. So I initially tried to put Renaissance wax on there. I didn't like the finish, so I went with the oil. Here we are after a couple of coats of oil. The repair is round about there. I don't know as if you can see it. I kind of hope you can't. I could have polished up the ferrule a bit more maybe. Cleaned all the paint off. It's now nice and sharp. So, the more complicated one, the puukkos. Okay, so the ring and the end cap, ring, ferrule, whatever you want to call it, really loose. First job was clean a lot of the crud off the ferrule. I started this job with the work sharp. It's also works well as a belt sander. Then I soaked it overnight in a mixture of linseed oil with just a spot of pine tar in there, because I fancied giving it a darker colour. I was hoping that the wood would swell with the oil and it would hold it a bit more firmly. Didn't seem to really do anything. So, next step, I'm carving a little divot to go over the end of the tang, and I'm going to pound everything together a little bit. Go on, there we go. Right, nice and tight, hopefully. Now with the ball peen, pounding down on the end. So the theory is it's going to mushroom out the end of the tang a little bit more and hold it fast. So it seems that wasn't the peen, that was a nail that's been put in the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like a little slither of wood in, a bit of wood glue, and I'm going to nail it back into place. The ferrule now, from all of the banging, at least seems pretty solid. When I said the peen, I meant the end of the tang. A knife has a tang, a hammer has a peen. Really a bit disappointed in what I found under here, but oh well, at least it's gonna be quite an easy fix. pressure on. Bang the nail back in. Wasn't even Uni's fault that time. Uni, where are we going? Uni, come on. Uni. Uni, let's go back inside now. Come on. So after a lot of sanding and polishing and sharpening, they're both good to go. So let's see how they work. So this is the Martini. It's feathers really quite nicely. Hang on, let's get a bit closer. Swap the knives over and we'll see. The Lauku also makes nice feathers. Having a lower Scandi grind, it does tend to bite in a little bit deeper, but yeah, no issues with the edge, at least not yet. And as for how robust it is, well, we'll see. Let's have a look at the sheaths that came with these knives. So the Lauku, it's from another knife by the look of it, but it does hold it. It looks like it's been burnt at some point in time. So yeah, that's going to want replacing. The Martini, it's a bit tatty. Still holds the knife. Okay, the Martini, it's got the name and I think the address of the previous owner. I won't show you that, but I'm going to treat that with Bosmens outdoor grease. So this is made from beeswax and birch tar. So yeah, oi. And as for the knives, they've had that's been treated with linseed oil mixed with pine tar, and this just linseed oil. You can see the repair a little bit more with the linseed oil, but that doesn't really matter. And as for this one, I have actually got here, I've got another Lauku that looks quite similar. Yeah, so it actually looks like a stromeng. I don't think it is. What I found with this is the steel's really soft. The edge rolls quite easily. But I wouldn't be surprised if that was held on in the same method. Okay, the magnet. Yeah, there's steel all the way through that one. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, so this 3/4 tang, just over half tang, something like that. So yeah, hopefully that is the end of the tang, but now I look at it, that looks like a nail. Just like that does now. Well, that looks better, doesn't it? Thank you, Stefan. I'll maybe put a link to Stefan's Instagram in the description so you can find out more about this. Also over here I still have this little blade, so that's my next knife restoration project, which I've already started. There'll be a few more videos before I actually finish this. Fixing these two knives up took long enough. With these knives I also got another fin man, but yeah, apart from needing a little bit of sharpening, that was already in quite good condition. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. Please drop us a comment, give us a like, and I'll see you all again soon for another Kuukkeli Bushcraft video. Bye for now.